Hello and welcome. I am Nicole Hickel, the evening anchor for CBS 4 News, Channel 4, and I am honored to serve as your MC today for the 2018 McAllen State of the City Address. Thank you for attending today and for showing your support for the great city of McAllen. We gather today in the safest city in Texas, dictating today's theme, McAllen, Safe and Sound. McAllen is a vibrant city, and safety is a key element to truly enjoying all it has to offer. For much of the 21st century, the city of McAllen has seen a steady decline in a crime rate, including a 12% drop in 2017, motivating Mayor Darling to take the opportunity today to acknowledge those whose sole focus is safety. Over 100 years, the motto of the McAllen Fire Department has been always on hand. And it doesn't get more comforting than that. The ratio of McAllen police officers to residents at 2 officers per 1,000 residents is unmatched in South Texas and by most Texas cities. So while the police and fire departments continue to successfully keep our city safe, when you leave today, the city of McAllen needs you to do your part, pay attention, stay involved, and support those who are always on hand. As we begin, please stand as Rabbi Claudio Kogan of Temple Emmanuel delivers today's invocation.
Let us pray. God, creator of all beings, we ask your blessings today for the city of McAllen, for our mayor and city commissioners, for all the employees who use their talents daily for the betterment of our community. Spread your courage to every single law enforcement officer, every firefighter, and every health care professional that exposes their soul to protect and take care of our citizens. Give the capacity to every business to increase their productivity and to hire more employees to improve their establishments. Source of living, we thank you for the opportunity that, of all places, you have given us the possibility to live, have our families and our industries in this great city of palms, the city that has always welcomed people from around the world, every color and every faith. As a new immigrant, naturalized in McAllen 5 years ago, I ask you to continue reminding us that 36 times our Bibles teach us to take care of the stranger, the widow, and the orphan, instill in us the courage to continue to be an example to every city in America, the city known for helping those in need. May the citizens of McAllen inspire the world by showing that bridges of friendship, collaboration, compassion, and love are more powerful than expensive walls. May the theme of this 2018 McAllen State of the City, safe and sound, inspire all of us to work together in harmony to make our city the best place in the world to live. May God bless the city of McAllen, and may God bless the United States of America. And let us say, Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Kogan. Our McAllen Police and Fire Departments will now present the colors. Please remain standing. Mayor Pro Tem Ida Ramirez and Commissioner Veronica Whitaker will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And please remain standing for the national anthem performed by two-time All-State choir singer Ashley Alvarado of Nicky Rowe High School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
As we dismiss the honor guard, please be seated. Thank you, City Commissioners, McAllen Fire and Police Departments, and Ashley Alvarado for helping us with that beautiful opening to today's State of the City. Lunch will now be served, and the program will continue shortly. Please enjoy your meal along with music by singer and songwriter Lauren Corzine from McAllen, Texas.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 yeah, please don't take him just because you can. Well, your beauty is beyond compare, the flaming locks of auburn hair with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Now you talk talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I could easily understand how you could easily take my man. You don't know what he means to me, Jolene. So Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 yeah, please don't take him just because you can. See, you could have your choice of men I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. So Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. And Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
Everyone from your very own city of McAllen, Texas. I think you guys can do better with that applause. Let's give her a round of applause. So don't worry, I'm not here to stop you from your meals. You can keep enjoy eating, and I'll recognize all the sponsors. But first, I actually live in Harlingen, and if this doesn't make you proud to live in your city or make you want to live in McAllen, then I don't know what will. Before I begin, I'm going to ask you guys for a favor. I need a selfie from the entire crowd. Do whatever you want, and I want everyone in it. Raise some hands, some arms. Come on, guys. Raise your bread. Yes, it will be on Twitter and Facebook in like 10 minutes, as soon as I walk off stage. Well, I first want to start a big thanks to our diamond sponsor, Linebarger, Gogan, Blair, and Sampson. Of course, we appreciate your support. Go ahead and clap. Our second diamond sponsor of the day, IBC Bank. Thank you for making today possible. And our final diamond sponsor this afternoon, thanks to Dan and Baum for your support. Next up, our titanium sponsors, thanks to Ueta. Our second titanium, yeah, you can clap, you can clap. Don't hold back. People are gonna start wondering why you're clapping for one sponsor and not the other. Our second titanium sponsor for today, Atlas Hall Rodriguez, LLP. The Warren Group Architects, also part of our titanium sponsor package. We would like to recognize the McAllen Public Utility, also a titanium sponsor. Another big sponsor for today's State of the City, the McAllen, Hidalgo, and Anzalduas International Bridges. We would also like to recognize Vantage Bank for their support today. International Bank as well for their support for this big event. And continuing our titanium sponsors, thank you so much to L&F Distributors and the La Mantilla and Pison family. Guilty of practicing that name. I hope I said it right. And today's platinum sponsors include the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, St. John River Group, you guys are holding up well. I'm almost there. Dykema Cox-Smith, thank you for your support of Mayor Jim Darling. Which, by the way, you guys have an awesome mayor. Give it up for Mayor Jim Darling. This guy's a daredevil. I'm telling you, you guys, your jaw's gonna be on the floor when you see his entrance. It's awesome. Okay, of course, thank you to HEB. Your support is greatly appreciated. And closing out our platinum sponsors today is Doctors Hospital at Renaissance. And of course, further appreciation goes out to our long list of gold sponsors. Thank you all for your commitment to your safe and sound community. Your last applause. And stay tuned, our program will commence shortly. Enjoy your lunch while I go post my selfie.
Her hair is hollow gold, her lips sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn the music on you. You don't have to think twice. She's pure as New York snow, and she's got Betty Davis eyes. And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make it progress. She's got graded goggles, stand-up size. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll let you take her home. It whets your appetite. She'll lay you on her throne, and she's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll take a tumble on you, roll you like you with dice, until you come unglued. She's got Betty Davis eyes. And she'll tease you just to please you, all the better just to please you. She's ferocious, and she knows just what it takes to make it progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending the 2018 McAllen State of the City Address. And thank you again to our sponsors for making this event possible. The proceeds collected for this State of the City Address are shared with local nonprofits, so your support reaches beyond today's event, and we thank you for that. Mayor Darling chose this year's theme, McAllen Safe and Sound, because he recognizes that it takes very special people to make the choice to protect and serve. And it takes a special community to make McAllen the best it can be. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let's take a great snapshot of McAllen, your safe city.
My career means more than just a career. It's a way of life. It's a passion that you have to have for police service. If you don't enjoy working with people and helping people, this is not the job for you. It's not just about writing reports. It's not just about arresting people. It's about trying to help victims put their lives back together. I love McAllen because this is where my family lives. This is where I grew up. This is where I went to school. And this is where I have chosen to live. It's just the best city.
We chose to do a foster adoption route.
All right.
Should we brush your hair? And luckily, within 9 days, had our first call. And in that, we've been given an opportunity to give 2 children a home that is safe. It's something that they will be able to call their own and be able to build their story here. It's a wonderful place to raise the family because of all the opportunities that exist inside McAllen, the entertainment, the family outings, the things that are hosted, the 5Ks, the 10Ks, the marathons, all things that you can involve the family as a group. We can all do things together. We're kind of in this middle ground where we're growing and we have so many things that have come to McAllen in the last decade. So we're starting to be a big city, but yet we've not lost that community feel. People know you. People, if they don't know you, they treat you as if they know you.
I found out that the McAllen Fire Department was hiring, and at first I was pretty intimidated to take the test. McAllen being the city that it is with high expectations and high standards, it was pretty intimidating for an 18-year-old. It doesn't feel like a job. It's awesome. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love the guys here. I mean, when I'm on shift, I'm here, and when I'm off of shift, I'm also at the station. And a lot of people tell me, you know, hey, don't you have a home? Don't you have a house? And I mean, but I enjoy it. I enjoy all my time here. We respond to everything and anything. I mean, if someone's house is flooded, we're gonna go. If someone's having problems with their pipes, we're gonna go. If someone has a problem, we're gonna go, and they expect us to fix it. I mean, if we're not a plumber, they expect you to be a plumber, and that's exactly what we do. We go and we'll find a way. This is my calling, and McAllen is the best city to work for.
Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our fast focus number 33.
My name is Justin Maya. I am 9 years old, and I am a 4th grader at Escandon Elementary. Well, some things that I enjoy doing are playing sports, working on puzzles, and also reading books. When I grow up, I want to become a neurosurgeon. I was watching this TV show with my mom, and I saw they were doing brain surgery, and it looked really fun and cool. And then I searched more about it on Google, and I found out that it's a really challenging and fun job. So I started thinking, should I do this for my future? And now it's my dream. I think it's really safe because one time I saw a car crash. The cops came in like 1 minute. Like it took them no time to realize that there's a car crash. And it was so cool just seeing how safe the city is. And I always see police on the patrol, like looking out for everyone. It's phenomenal.
I don't know about you guys, but that Justin is phenomenal. Wow, very well spoken. And give it up for your city too. I mean, those are amazing accomplishments that the city did in all of 2017. So you have to clap for that, being the safest city in Texas. So whether you're a mother, a firefighter, or the highest ranking female at the McAllen Police Department, this city means so much to all of us. Now, the exciting moment we've been waiting for, and quite frankly, we have come to expect nothing less. The mayor's grand entrance with a little help from our firefighters and police officers. Trust me, get your cameras ready.
For a possible structure fire unit.
For rescue 1, everyone's out of the vehicle. We have one patient at this time.
For unwanted subject.
Be due to a residence on fire in the area. Also, alarm engine 3 response to.
I think I could be a cop. Let me try some of that training.
Give me some. PT. Good for you. Good for me. 49. Count me. Wanna be in Hollywood.
I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Firefighters catch an easy cold.
Firefighters catch an easy cold.
I don't know, but it's been said.
I don't know, but it's been said.
If you need to draw your weapon, draw your weapon. If you need to communicate, communicate to de-escalate. That's always our objective.
Right now, I need backup at the convention center. Sure.
Put it down, put it down. That's for stealing a bike.
Well, thanks for being here. Don't pick up any bad habits, and it's
They're strictly arm biters.
Strictly arm biters.
And you have gears in here.
Then why I got all this stuff on my legs?
Go with the bow. And then you have to simulate like he's hurting you.
Do you have any weapons on you? Come on and find them. No, let me go, Olive. Let go of my arm, Olive. Watch out, Olive. Let go of my arm. Okay, Olive, I still love you, even though I got attacked by your cousin. Thank you. I want to thank all the instructors and staff over here at McAllen Police Department and all the fantastic they do for our citizens each day. But you know, now it's time to go to the fire department and look at all the great things they're doing over there.
Peace! We're fire! We're fire! We're fire all the way!
Who's proud?
Fire department proud!
Who's proud?
Fire department proud!
Who's proud?
Fire department proud!
17!
17!
Alpha!
Alpha!
Let me hear the cadence instead of fire cadence! Ken!
Again! Now one! Now two! Now three!
There you go. Just like that the whole time.
45, 7, 49, 53, 84, 85, 9, 14, 18, 27, 31, 45, 48, 49, 71, 74, 75. Okay, 75 of those. I want to thank you guys. It's very nice meeting you, and I want to thank you for being firefighters in McAllen.
I could show you love in a tidal wave of mystery. You'll still be standing next to me. You could be my love. Even if we're 6 feet underground, I know that we'll be safe and sound.
Safe and sound. McAllen Fire Department. Don't forget it. Cut. Come on up here, guys. Come on up. We're not rehearsing for the GMA. You already won. You're the champs. It's okay. So, wait a minute. What? No, we can't practice for Dancing with the Stars on city time, Sparky. What you guys are supposed to do is help me go out to the State of the City address. We got a big march in with a firefighter. It's going to be fantastic, okay? Didn't you get the memo? I sent it to the chief. Oh man, that happened again. Okay, we got to hurry up. Let's go. I'm going to take the fun car. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you let me train with you and everything, and thank you for being here today and getting ready to march into the State of the City. And so you're looking sharp. We're going to have a great time in there. But I'm not going to march you in there because I got a better idea how I'm going to get in there. So I'll see you inside. Thanks a lot.
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
What McAllen's done for me?
What McAllen's done for me?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
What McAllen's done for me?
What McAllen's done for me?
They sat me in a barber chair.
Sat me in a barber chair. Drive a Chevrolet.
Now I'm running every day.
Now I'm running every day.
I used to drive a Chevrolet.
I used to drive a Chevrolet.
Now I'm running every day.
Thank you, thank you. Safe and sound. Please sit down, please. Thank you. Well, my heart's beating a little bit higher here, but that's okay. You know, I'm reminded every State of the City, my wife Sandra always says, don't do anything to embarrass yourself. And I thought, what could go wrong? But it's been exciting. I want to thank the great firefighters who are up there with me, made sure it was very safe and sound. They do that every day, but I'm telling you, I wasn't worried about anything. I just worried about a little bit making a fool of myself as I spun, but otherwise, it was perfect. And so first off, I want to thank you for joining us today. It's a great day for McAllen. I know we have some other mayors out there, and I go to their State of the Cities, and so it's hard to sit here and listen to somebody else brag about their city, but just sit back and enjoy it. It's only about an hour, and it'll be okay.
I want to start today by recognizing my wife, Sandra. You know, her unwavering support, patience, and love keeps me going. She stands by me every step of the way. I want to thank you, hon. Thank you. You know, I thought about it. I think I'm getting too old for this stuff, and it reminded me that I think tomorrow, February 7th, it'll be my 40th year with the city. I started in 1978, February 7th, as assistant city attorney, and it's been a labor of love, believe me. I started at a very, very young age, of course. I want to thank all of our sponsors, and because of you, we broke a record of collecting over $145,000 today. And of course, 100% of the net proceeds will go to charity. I want to thank the award-winning MCN crew. I call them my peeps. So the men and women that put all this on together, that talk me into doing all these crazy things, and it's just a great time with them. You know, I think we work hard and play hard. That's our motto. And I want to thank them for all their courage, for making me jump off buildings, do skateboards, and all the different get bit by dogs all year long. We have a great time, and they certainly do a great job. I want to thank Nicole Hickel for Channel 4 for the great job she did as an MC. That's fantastic. And also Rabbi Claudio Kogan for his inspiring words this morning. I also want to thank Ashley Alvarado, one of our school board's daughters, for the great national anthem that she did for us today. And finally, I want to thank the police and fire for their help with the entrance. We had a lot of fun making the films, and it was really important that they get involved in our city for that. I'm here to report that no city equipment was damaged or personnel injured, except maybe for the police dog's Pride, because I kept calling him Olive the whole time. And of course, the mayor's Pride for getting shot during the filming of that thing. But I did get that guy back, didn't I? You know, it's encouraging working with all the young cadets to see such outstanding young men and women joining our fantastic police and fire departments. Give them a big round of applause, please. You know, the entrances to the for the State of the Cities are a lot of fun, but you know, like the last four, they are there for a purpose. They set the way for what we'd like to accomplish in the future. The purpose is the message, and the message is carried forward each year. The first year we rode in on a bike with the aim of making our city a healthier city. The second year we ran in as a Rocky with the kids following with the aim of building a better future for our kids. And in the third year we marched in with the veterans with an aim of including all citizens in what is good in McAllen. I think we have made significant progress in all of those visions. Last year, we danced in with our public works employee with the aim of making citizens more responsible to their community. We now have a more efficient recycling program, and our 311 call center received a record 101,257 calls from concerned citizens telling about how they cared about their city and wanted improvements. This year, our theme, as you know, is safe and sound. How many people believe they live in a safe city? Raise your hands, come on. Okay. Good. But we have a problem. The rest of the state and many in the United States don't believe that. As a result, we have trouble recruiting business, retail, healthcare professionals, and even guest and event participants to our area. In fact, unbeknownst to me, Congressman Vicente Gonzalez scheduled a press conference Friday to give that message that we're safe and sound, because he was tired of hearing from his colleagues in Washington that when he was the congressman from McAllen, the response was, wow, is it safe down there? So we need to send that message. McAllen is what? Thank you. It's not a slogan, it's the truth. Not only are we safe and sound, but we are the overall safest city in the state of Texas and one of the safest in the United States. So I'm appointing everyone here as a safe and sound delegate. Raise your hands, please. That's good. Okay, by raising your hand, you swear to be a delegate for safe and sound McAllen in our Rio Grande Valley? Okay, put your hands down. So when you travel up north, and by the way, for us, up north is the station up at south of Alfurious, right? That's ours, you know. And so I know we have a delegation from San Antonio, but the valley is the true South Texas, okay? When you say you're to South Texas and San Antonio and somebody's got to drive 250 miles an hour south to get to the border, they think you're crazy. So you could call it near South Texas or almost South Texas, but the Valley, remember, is a true South Texas. Well, we'll give you facts and figures later to arm yourself as delegates, so when you go up north and tell people how safe and sound we are, we can do that. But we can credit the men and women serving on our police and fire department for that. Both departments hold their own when it comes to also supporting our community. The fire department gives back to the community with proceeds from the burn fund, helping those affected by fire-related incidents. The McAllen Police Department hosts Christmas for Kids, which benefits over 5,000 families. Those are just two of the events of many that they provide to our citizens each year. The state of the city also covers information relating to the financial condition of the city and all the great things that happened in 2017. The full 2017 annual report is available on the city's website. The City Commissioners and I encourage you to visit the site and educate yourself on your city. And speaking of City Commissioners, we have a great team. They're sitting over here. We work very well together. We have just enough disagreement to keep us on our toes and keep it interesting. But they always remember the mayor's rule number 10, even the new commissioners. What's mayor's rule number 10? The mayor's always right. They're quick learners, aren't they? But we've had a lot of highlights this year, and I'm going to talk about a couple of them. You're going to see a lot of them on the video, but a couple of big ones I want to talk about is the new Rio Bank building that's going up near the expressway. That's a public-private partnership negotiated in 2017. Will be 126,000 square foot, six-story high building high-rise. The Scantech project, located in the industrial zone, is a $25 million building rehab to provide new technology for fruit and vegetable processing. This is a great MEDC project, and kudos to the board and all they do for our city. DHR Health Center of Excellence on the South Dove campus will be an 88,000 square foot building over an estimated $10 million, providing health care for our citizens. And the Plaza Mall remodeling expansion is estimated at $100 million to enhance McAllen as a shopping venue for South Texas. Even more outstanding things happened in 2017, and I'm not just talking about the snowfall out there. I invite you to take a tour with us to witness more of the amazing things and projects that took place in 2017. So let's roll them.
Construction is going full steam ahead on a fantastic Texas A&M satellite campus in McAllen. Go Aggies!
Texas A&M University will offer students a chance to earn degrees from the Aggie main campus in College Station without ever leaving the Valley. The school plans to grow enrollment to more than 750 students over the next 5 years. The plan is the first of its kind in South Texas.
I'm proud to say that our city will also soon be the home of the UTRGV Research Center. It's a game changer for the healthcare in South Texas.
The two-story standalone building located at 2300 East Dove was made possible through a unique public-private partnership between the university, Doctors Hospital at Renaissance, and the City of McAllen. The research facility is designed to transform the Rio Grande Valley with expanded research and improved health care.
I thought of 20 things that were funny to say out there that we can't put them on the camera, so let's go. The City of McAllen continues to make big gains in the quality of life for our families. Let's go out to the ballpark for some peanuts and Cracker Jacks and find out what it's all about. Let's go. Our fabulous baseball park is almost done. Let me introduce my favorite city commissioner from District 2, J.J. Zamora, to tell you more about it.
Thank you, Mayor. In 2017, McAllen hit a home run when construction kicked off on our newest youth baseball complex. The project on 29th Street in Auburn is nearing completion. The $11 million development, which includes a $400,000 grant from Texas Parks and Wildlife, features 11 youth baseball fields on 51 acres and will soon include a 12th Miracle Field for children with special needs. The park includes a concession area, ticket booth, maintenance facilities, and more than 400 parking spaces. Plus, our residents will have access to free Wi-Fi while they enjoy America's favorite pastime.
McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium is the site of our award-winning McAllen Holiday Parade.
The largest illuminated holiday parade in Texas has now picked up more than 90 state and international awards, including the best parade in the world. Considered the largest single-day event in the Valley, more than 250,000 people now attend the McAllen Holiday Parade.
Parks are crucial for the healthy development of our citizens, and they're pretty good for squirrels too. To tell you more about it, here's my favorite city commissioner from District Number 5, John Ingram.
Thank you, Mayor. We're excited about the community partners that have helped us improve Crockett Park. Thanks to a $10,000 donation from the McAllen Lions Club, Crockett Park has an all-inclusive play area and the champion tree plantings. Community volunteers are collecting seedlings from 250 of the biggest and oldest trees in McAllen to help the city develop a champion tree farm that is not only the first of its kind in the Rio Grande Valley, but also in the state. City of McAllen Parks construction crews built the entire addition. We appreciate the dedication by the McAllen Lions Club and volunteers to make our community better.
Okay, now we're going to OPD. Some great things happening there. I'm going to get in this big bad fire truck and drive over there. So guys, give me the keys to this big bad truck there.
No, Mayor, you're taking the brush truck.
Oh, no! I want the big bad truck, the big bad brush truck. Okay, I'm going. Okay, this is a stick shift, but then I told it's a four-wheel drive, so we're not going to mess with that. We just put it in gear. Where's the gear? Oh, it says tow and, oh! Drive. D for drive. Okay, see you at the PD.
Where are we going, sir?
Oh, I don't know. Are we gonna go OPD? Okay. I guess we can do that, right?
Sure.
We're keeping things safe and sound in McAllen.
Our old police station has now been transformed into the TTIC, the Texas Transnational Intelligence Center, and the Texas RGV TAG, the Texas Anti-Gang Center. The $5 million Intelligence Center is designed to disseminate border crime information more effectively and to target gang activity. Best of all, the TTIC and the TAG came at no cost to McAllen taxpayers. The projects were funded through the Texas Governor's Office and DPS.
Now I remember this is like my driving license. I have to do a 3-point turn, right?
Yes, sir.
There's more good news for fitness buffs in our city. I'm here at Daffodil Park and watching the guys play disc golf. It's a lot harder than it looks. To hear more about it, here's my favorite city commissioner from District 3, Omar Quintanilla.
Thank you, Mayor. Fitness and quality of life continue to take center stage in McAllen. In mid-2017, work on the Benson Hike and Bike project kicked off. Residents in the area can now enjoy 1.6 miles of trails that boost physical activity, enhance connectivity to neighborhoods, schools, parks, and other points of interest in McAllen. Another great feature of this project is that 80% of the project costs are covered by a federal grant administered by the Texas Department of Transportation. The Benson Hike and Bike project is yet another example of the City of McAllen finding ways to maximize resources and stretch dollars to continue improving our already great community.
This is rad. An old water tower site's now a skate park for kids in McAllen. It's a lot of fun. Let's go.
This spot on 21st in Houston used to be the site for an elevated water storage tank, and now it's a haven for local skateboarders. Almost the entire project was completed by our Parks and Rec staff, including the irrigation, landscaping, and lighting. A similar skate park was also opened in South McAllen near Escondón Elementary School.
Hey, this was fun, but let's go to the Plaza Mall and do some serious shopping. Oh. The view up here is great, and you know what else is great? Our new and improved Plaza Mall. And to tell you more about it is my favorite city commissioner and mayor pro tem from District 4, Ida Ramirez.
Thanks, Mayor. We're excited about the expansion here at La Plaza Mall. McAllen continues to lead the surge in retail sales and development along the border. La Plaza, the largest retail shopping center south of San Antonio, generates $400 million in sales per year. The 245,000 square foot expansion will only add to that. McAllen contributed $20 million towards the construction of 2 parking decks to help spur that development, which will later be returned to city coffers to pay for the contribution via a sales tax agreement. The City of McAllen and La Plaza continue to work together to make McAllen the premier shopping destination in the Rio Grande Valley.
It's been a monumental year for Quinta Mazatlan.
Quinta is celebrating its 12th anniversary as a world birding center, attracting tourists from around the world. Recently, we had an influx of more than 500 birders coming in to see 2 rare birds, the green-breasted mango and the blue bunting, along with a rare butterfly. Quinta is leading my mayor's Monarch Pledge, working closely with McAllen ISD to put in butterfly gardens on over 50% of their campuses.
Safety is always a priority for our city. To hear more about that, let me introduce my favorite city commissioner from District 6 and our queen of fitness, Veronica Whitaker.
Thank you, Mayor. We have made safety a priority in McAllen, which is why we have emergency call boxes lining our hike and bike trails. We currently have 11 call boxes along the 2nd Street and Bicentennial hike and bike trails. The emergency boxes provide an extra layer of safety for pedestrians and joggers. The call boxes connect anyone needing help with a 911 dispatcher at the push of a button. Our community also benefited from our annual Operation Clean Sweep. An army of street sweepers clear the shoulders to provide safer roadways for cyclists, runners, and motorists. Since McAllen launched the program in 2015, Operation Clean Sweep has doubled in size, welcoming 7 other partnering cities and state organizations. I'm so proud to be a part of a safe and sound McAllen.
Se dice lo más bonito de este mundo es la mujer, pero qué dicha más grande cuando mexicana es. Las mujeres son bonitas y de muy buen corazón. Cuando están enamoradas saben conservar su amor. Cuando están enamoradas saben conservar su amor. Las de Guerrero, las de Morelos, las de Tamaulipas, Durango y Lago, que bellas son. Las de Jalisco y Zacatecas, mujeres alegres, sonrientes y nobles, qué lindas son. Ser mexicana es lo mejor, gracias a mi cultura y a mi buena tradición. México es mi cuna, por eso le canto a mi tierra querida. A la mujer mexicana no se le puede igualar. Tienes muy dulces, muy suaves, cariñosas de verdad. Orgullo ser mexicana, yo le doy gracias a Dios de haber nacido en la tierra generosa, sí señor. De haber nacido en la tierra generosa, sí señor. Las de Veracruz, las de Cancún, las de Mazatlán, Manzanillo, Acapulco, Ciudad son para mujeres, las de Oaxaca. California y Nuevo León. Ser mexicana es lo mejor, gracias a mi cultura y a mi buena tradición. México es mi cuna, por eso le canto a mi tierra querida con emoción. Por eso le canto a mi tierra querida con emoción.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ashton Pena, escorted by his guide, Miss Luz Garcia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be invited to introduce Mayor Jim Darling. I met Mayor Darling at the 2015 McAllen State of the City address when he presented Silent Night as Extraordinary Kids. I consider Mayor Darling a very great friend, and I am happy to be his friend too. Mayor Darling and I have done several things together. He gave me the keys to the city in 2015. We ran the McAllen Kids Marathon together last year, and I was his #1 supporter for his re-election. My campaign slogan was, "I stand with Jim Darling." I was also there when he was sworn in for mayor again, and I walked the parade with him at the Christmas for Kids toy giveaway. My fondest memory of the mayor was when he took me and my friend to go eat a blizzard at Dairy Queen after we did a Facebook Live during his re-election campaign. My friendship with Mayor Darling is special because I get to learn more about laws, the city, and being a great mayor. One day I want to become mayor, and with his guidance, I know I can. I don't just like, I love what he's doing as our mayor. He includes everyone in the changes he's doing in McAllen. I have gone to the new park at Tres Lagos, and my family and I loved it. It was so much easier for me to walk around. I can't wait to see what other great projects he has lined up. Please join me in welcoming the leader of our great city of McAllen, my friend and my buddy, Mayor Jim Darling.
Thank you. Sit down, please. I know that's for Ashton. He deserves it. So thank you very much. That's a hard act to follow. What a great buddy he is. But thanks, Ashton. You know, that's a great introduction. I hope I'm around when he becomes mayor. You know, as Josh would say, that's going to be phenomenal when he gets there. You talk about a can-do spirit. Ashton is a school district multiplication champ, a marathon runner, and a seasoned chess player. I told him I didn't know how to play chess, so he's invited me over to give me a few lessons later on. Well, I want to thank all the leaders here in attendance. You know, we're going to try to name everybody, but it's going to take too long, and if you forget somebody, then they're mad at me for the whole next year. So we're going to just thank all the elected officials, our members of Congress, our state legislators, certainly our city commissioners, our state senators, county elected officials, members of the City Commission and McAllen Public Utility Board, the McAllen School Board trustees, and the South Texas College board members, as well as anybody else that's important over here to this day. I don't know for sure. But what I want you to do, because you do all so much for McAllen, is please rise, all the elected officials, and let's give them a great round of applause. I also want to thank our City of McAllen administrators, UTRGV and STC officials, and our international dignitaries. You know, one of the things as mayor you get to do is a privilege to give the state of the city each year. You've already seen many of the great things that are happening in our city during the video tour. Many of these items are continuations of our city's vision that we build upon each year. 2017 was definitely an interesting year. This past year, our country has seen its share of interesting politics. From Washington to Austin, much of what happens up north directly affects our city. I was advised by the legal department not to talk anymore about politics, and so I'm going to just leave it at that. However, through it all, the city of McAllen has remained focused on our goals, met our challenges, and seized opportunities. We continue to move forward in McAllen, and the state of our city is strong, and you guys are learning safe and sound. Okay, everybody, take notes. For you delegates, I pointed before, here's a proof of why we're safe and sound. When compared to all major Texas cities, the city of McAllen has the lowest overall crime rate and is one of the safest cities in the United States. By the way, Washington, D.C. is 100 times more dangerous than McAllen statistically. At the end of 2017, the city of McAllen completed an 8th consecutive year of reduced crime. In fact, in 2017, McAllen had the lowest crime rate this city has posted in 33 years. For the McAllen Police Department, hometown security is homeland security, and their efforts have caused a 67% drop in crime in McAllen since 1995. For example, in 1992, more than 2,000 cars were stolen, including one of mine, by the way. I love that car. It was a 1986 Buick Park Avenue, and I'm here to declare amnesty, so if you stole it, bring it back, put it in the front. I still got the keys. In 2017, there were only 46 car thefts. In 1993, there were over 2,100 burglaries, including my law office. And now in 2017, only 185. What a difference. And in 2017, the McAllen Police Department saw the resolution of the oldest cold case in America. Through the great work of the McAllen PD, our Chief, Victor Rodriguez, and our DA, Ricardo Rodriguez, after 57 years, justice was finally done for Irene Garza and her family. Much of the credit for this fantastic record goes to Chief Victor Rodriguez and the great men and women who put on that McAllen Police Department uniform and put their lives on the line to serve and protect our community. They have made a commitment to keep our city safe and sound, and they are succeeding. Here is McAllen Chief of Police Victor Rodriguez to tell us a bit more.
Thank you, Mayor. The data you have reported is a result of a collective effort. First, we credit every member of our McAllen community. Crime prevention begins with every one of us. Our citizens, in so many ways, are preventing crime by protecting themselves, their property, and by staying engaged in our community. To all of you, we say thank you. We salute you for all that you do for McAllen. Second, we have outstanding leadership at the City Commission level. To our mayor, and our city commissioners know that we appreciate your leadership. We know that you place public safety at the top of your agenda. It is because of that we see a future with a promise that public safety will always be the highest priority at McAllen. Mr. Mayor, members of the City Commission, we thank you for supporting the needs of the department. Lastly, these are the results of the hard work of our police officers. These are the results of the hard work of our dispatchers and all of our McAllen police personnel. To them, we express a special thanks. We congratulate them for their achievements, and we pray that God will always protect them. All of us working together will always make for a safer and prosperous McAllen.
Thanks, Chief. And I want to commend the Chief for organizing a 3-day international law enforcement training in December with over 100 law enforcement officials from Mexico and our local FBI, DEA, Border Patrol, and Sheriff's departments are participating. By the way, if you notice, I had 3 stars on my police jacket. Everyone, you notice that? It's because I always try to keep 1 star ahead of Sheriff Guerra, excuse me. I never keep ahead of the Chief of Police. Also working day and night to keep us safe and sound are the first responders of the McAllen Fire Department. Most of us run away from danger, but these brave firefighters run towards danger. In 2017, our McAllen Fire Department battled fires, helped to save car accident victims, responded to medical emergencies, and even saved the life of a 4-legged furry McAllen resident who was suffering from smoke inhalation after getting trapped in a house fire. Our McAllen firefighters serve in one of the best trained and best equipped departments in the state. The fire department has a response rate right at 4 minutes. That is, they arrive on the scene an average of just 4 minutes after receiving the 911 call. It takes me longer to get in my car and put my seatbelt on. Because our fire department is so well trained and equipped, thanks to the support of the City Commission, our city's insurance safety rating was recently improved to its best level ever. Here to tell us a little bit more about it is the approved rating is our Fire Chief, Rafael Balderas.
Thank you, Mayor. The McAllen Fire Department has joined the top 2% of American communities when it comes to fire protection. The Insurance Services Office, or ISO, has assigned McAllen a classification of 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. McAllen is one of 2 cities south of San Antonio with a Class 2. The only other city is Corpus Christi. Residents living within the city limits of McAllen are now eligible for a reduction in their homeowner insurance premiums because of the ISO rating. So it's a big plus for our pocketbooks. We picked up this top rating because of our excellent track record in fire training, fire equipment, and fire response. It's all about keeping our city safe and sound.
Thanks, Chief. Our residents and business who benefit from reduced property insurance rates, thank you too. We have many partners who work closely with the McAllen Police Department. One of these partners who serves alongside us is the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office. Working together keeps us safe. Here to tell us a little more about this is Hidalgo County Sheriff and my good buddy, Eddie Guerra.
Thanks, Mayor, for your camaraderie and for keeping a wonderful working relationship between our county and your city. We value all our law enforcement partners. Together, we have created a regional approach to law enforcement that has real-world implications and has ultimately changed the way we police. I am proud to say that our crime rate has dropped an impressive 13% from just last year. In Hidalgo County alone, our response time has improved from 22 minutes in 2012 to 12 minutes in 2017. We attribute our success to the implementation of intelligence-led policing strategies and the partnerships that we have forged. We are proud of our county's partnership with McAllen, from their annual Christmas parade to the South Texas Hurricane Conference to the creation of the Intelligence Center and anti-gang initiatives. We look forward to continuing to work together to keep Hidalgo County and the city safe.
Thank you, Sheriff. You know, I can truly say since Sheriff Guerra's been sheriff that we've had more cooperation and involvement with the county in this couple of years that he's been sheriff since my whole career 40 years ago with the city, so we really want to thank him for that. And you know, he's inspired me so much, I was thinking when he's done running for sheriff, I'm going to run. But I can't grow a mustache, so we'll forget about that one. We have heard why we are safe and sound at the local and regional level. Safety is also obviously a top priority at the federal level. Since 2014, border security has been a daily news item, and McAllen, because of the Central American exodus, has been a focal point. Much of the news is misleading at best and has been hurtful to our region. But we know what a valiant job our Border Patrol does in our area. Please listen to someone who really understands our border, my friend, RGV Sector for U.S. Border Patrol, Manuel Padilla.
Thank you, Mayor Darling. I represent more than 3,000 Border Patrol agents and professional staff who live and work in the cities across the valley. As you know, our partnership with the City of McAllen is crucial in relation to border security and public safety. Throughout my career, I lived in many places to include Tucson, Arizona, El Paso, Texas, Washington, D.C., and I can say with every bit of confidence that McAllen rates high on my list of places to live and work. From the parks to the arts and police force, firefighters, and municipal workers, I commend all who make this city, our business community, broad, robust, and diverse. When you work in good faith with stakeholders who are willing to engage in a shared sacrifice of humanitarian efforts and community engagement, it makes way for a positive way of life, and for that, we are grateful. It's refreshing to see leaders invest their time and talents so that future generations continue to treasure this all-America city. With you as a partner, the U.S. Border Patrol looks forward to continue working together to make McAllen safer. Thank you, Mayor, and all of your workforce for your service.
Well, thanks, Chief Padilla, and I hope that you get what you really want and need to protect our border. That was a political statement, by the way, if you didn't notice. The focus of the City Commission and I has always been on safety and security of our citizens. In fact, public safety is the city's #1 priority, which is why 60% of our general fund dollars, including 100% of your property taxes, goes to fund police and fire services. Thanks to those investments, we will continue to fortify our ability to respond to any emergency and keep McAllen safe and sound. McAllen continues to be the economic center of the Rio Grande Valley and South Texas. We continue to post the lowest unemployment rate in all of the Rio Grande Valley. And by the way, I saw Mayor Pete Sines from Laredo here. Is he here today? You know, every month, there you go, Pete. Thanks for being here. Every month in the paper, when they put out the unemployment rate, they always mention Laredo on there. And so we're trying to fix that because this is South Texas, this is not West Texas. So at any rate. But no, you do a great job in the city of Laredo, and we work a lot on border issues. Thank you for being here. Our current unemployment rate is 4.5% and generally tracks the federal unemployment rate on a month-to-month basis. Sales tax is still king in McAllen. In 2017, McAllen generated one of the highest sales tax revenue per capita in the state of Texas. McAllen has the distinction of being ranked at or near the top in the state for a number of years now. Our total annual sales tax collection was $58.6 million last year. But listen up, a quarter of our sales tax goes to reduce your and my property taxes, almost $15 million. Another reason to shop in McAllen. To put that in perspective, sales tax paid 38% of your property tax last year. Sales tax just doesn't come from our citizens, but Valley and Mexican shoppers also contribute significantly. There is no question that conditions beyond our control on both sides of the river have negatively affected our border trade. But we share family ties, friendships, cultural and business relationships with our neighbors to the south. We feel deeply about the problems of violence in Mexico and have confidence that conditions will improve. I want to commend Tamaulipas Governor Cabeza de Vaca for his efforts in increasing security. However, there are signs that our Mexican friends and our Valley residents are still visiting and shopping in McAllen. Projections for this year's sales tax indicate improvement, as shown by the 3.19% increase in October and the 4.83% increase in November. We're anxiously awaiting the December figures. We always look for creative ways to ensure McAllen's retail sector continues to be strong. An example is the Dave & Buster's Entertaining and Dining Center, which anchors a great new shopping location, the Shops at 29th, a new multi-million-dollar investment in our city. This project, along with the Plaza Mall expansion and renovation and the DHR South Dove campus, are examples of public-private partnerships. These are funded by the increased taxes from those locations and showcase our efforts always to keep McAllen as a great place to shop, relax, and stay healthy in South Texas. And speaking of renovation, McAllen Medical Center undertook a $43 million upgrade in 2017 at its flagship hospital on the expressway. Those of us who call McAllen home live in one of the most beautiful and sought-after areas in South Texas. This, in part, has allowed the city to maintain a very low property rate of 47.63 cents per $100 valuation. This is the lowest rate of the major cities in the Rio Grande Valley. And additionally, when compared to similar cities across the state, McAllen has the second lowest property rate in Texas. McAllen boasts property rolls in our city with a total taxable value of over $10 billion. A sure sign that folks are eager to invest in our city is in that 2017 alone, more than $263 million worth of property improvements were added. This increase, coupled with the record $353 million in 2016, resulted in more than $500 million of new construction the last 2 years. The 2,500-acre master plan community at Tres Lagos is booming as anticipated, and substantial multifamily development is occurring as a result of our recent zoning changes. All this resulting in the population for McAllen increasing to 142,000 plus in the 2000 census estimate. There is money to be made in our city because McAllen is a great place to live, visit, work, and play. And speaking of a great place to visit, I want to mention our International Museums of Arts and Sciences, IMAS, celebrated their 50th anniversary this year. Congratulations to the board, and it's another great city partnership. And speaking of a city partnership, South Texas College continues to contribute to the growth of McAllen in the region. This year, STC welcomes the addition of 7 new projects at its 3 McAllen campuses. At the McAllen Pecan campus, $55 million in new construction is at or near completion. A $24 million building has also been added at the Nursing and Allied Health campus on land donated by the City of McAllen. The STC Technology Campus in South McAllen has undergone a $15.6 million expansion, all for the better education of our citizens. Kudos to the STC board and their administration. In the near future, we anticipate exciting announcements of UTRGV and Texas A&M. In 2017, with empty southbound commercial trucks now crossing at Anzalduas Bridge, traffic and revenue have increased with 17,000 trucks southbound to Mexico. Newly extended hours for commercial traffic should result in continued growth at the same time, facilitating commerce with the maquila industry in Reynosa. Currently, the City of McAllen boasts a healthy, unrestricted fund balance of over $43 million, representing 150 days returns. And senators, that's significantly higher than the state average, which is about a week. And they do a great job. Our senators do a great job. We appreciate all they do. Just come here. If you're going to kid somebody, you better get an applaud for them afterwards. This strong balance has helped the City of McAllen earn a financial bond rating of AA+, lowering the rate of interest on our bonds. This places us among the highest-rated cities in the nation. The City of McAllen's 2017 budget is over $363 million. You know, a healthy and active community is a vibrant one. To that end, our city offers many community-wide initiatives that help promote healthy living, such as our B-Cycle program. Our 34 miles of walking trails provide walkers, runners, and cyclists an opportunity in a no-cost workout while enjoying their community. And we're adding more miles this year. And it's safe and sound, as you will see later. And for you dog lovers, don't forget your doggy poop bags. You know, you got to really love those guys if you're going to do all that stuff. So we have 88 parks constituting over 1,000 acres of park space and 3 recreational centers. In 2017, we added 5 new park venues and made improvements to existing parks such as Bill Shoup and Los Encinos for a cost of over $2 million. Just last month, we held the McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run, a Boston Marathon qualifier. Now in its 5th year, the run attracted more than 5,100 athletes from all over the world. This number included over 3,500 kids, like Ashton, who ran the McAllen Kids Marathon. Kudos to McAllen ISD. Our city and school district are making sure to keep everyone moving. Now, some a little faster than others, as witnessed by the Marathon City competition. So superintendent says that I came in second. I think it was a tie. What do you think? Oh, there it is there. Additionally, we proudly hosted the Games of Texas for the 2nd year, where more than 10,000 athletes participated and gave our kids from the Valley a chance to showcase their talents. Traffic was the top item mentioned in the citizen survey that we took. We are in the process of finishing our north-south corridors by the extension of Bicentennial and 29th Street to 107, in addition to expanding Ware Road and Taylor Road northward from their present locations. We are looking to 2018 to move up with plans to increase traffic movement on our east-west corridors. All these involve partnerships with the state of Texas and Hidalgo County. I would like to congratulate the MPU board here in the audience. Let's give them a round of applause. All right there, raise your hands, guys. I have the fortune of serving on the board with these great gentlemen, and it's a pleasure to do that. And you know, the McAllen Public Utility is the only elected public utility board in the state of Texas. And it has invested over $130 million in the past 10 years for the infrastructure for clean and safe water. By the way, you can fill up a bottle of water with MPU water, which is clean and safe, right? For less than 1 penny a bottle. If you go to the DFW airport and buy a bottle, you could take a whole year's supply with our tap water for the 1 bottle it costs you at DFW. And I don't know what it costs in our airport, but I think it's cheaper. In 2007, they told me not to use our airport, so I didn't. In 2017, there have been dramatic improvements to the South Wastewater Treatment Plant. This was a big deal, folks, and you didn't even know about it. This project involved literally replacing the city's major sewage treatment plant with a new plant at a cost of $56 million. In November, this also involved a very tricky and complicated process of turning one plant off and turning the other one on. And if something happened, nobody would be flushing toilets in McAllen for a couple of weeks. I'm told it's a once-in-a-lifetime project for the engineers and our staff. Everyone with the public utility board was crossing their fingers. Did anybody notice? No, because it was successful. Thank you very much for that work, especially for the staff that they did that. So every time you flush your toilets, I want you to thank the McAllen Public Utility Board. I know I do. There have also been improvements in the North Wastewater Treatment Plant that promotes water conservation. This is a second in its kind in the state of Texas water conservation project that uses reuse water for irrigation, lawn, and plant watering. It'll be significant in North McAllen. We're going to be using the baseball complex for that. The PUB has done all this while still maintaining one of the lowest utility rates in the state of Texas for a city of our size, and overall the lowest rate in the whole valley. Well, you know, it would be remiss not to mention in this presentation one other heroic effort by our city employees in 2017. We all watched with concern as our neighbors along the Texas Gulf Coast were ravaged by Hurricane Harvey. The City of McAllen and the McAllen Public Utilities were quick to step up and help. We deployed more than 100 employees, and we had many, many more who wanted to volunteer, including crews from the McAllen Fire, Parks, Police, Public Works, as well as the Public Utility, to assist with water and sanitary sewer system issues, brush collection, and emergency support in Aransas Pass, Fulton, and Ingleside. Our crews teamed up with the Hidalgo County Precinct 4 and RGV Health and Human Services to get families back on their feet. Aside from clearing roads and removing approximately 4,000 tons of debris, the crews helped bring these city's entire water systems back up and running. This is what we do in Texas. We take care of our neighbors. That is why McAllen's a terrific city, and we're a terrific Rio Grande Valley. I truly think this is the best place to live and raise your family, and I hope you feel the same way. But we're not done yet, folks. Our heroes don't just put out fires and protect people. They're involved in little-known programs and activities, so take a look.
McAllen resident Debbie Key hits the 2nd Street Trail most mornings before sunrise with a lofty goal, to walk 1,000 miles in 2018. She walks with confidence knowing she is not alone.
And then we have, I call them my guardian angels, the cops on the bikes.
With hundreds of miles to log ahead of her, Debbie deeply appreciates the bike patrol officers.
They're out there patrolling in the mornings, and that adds a big sense of security.
Encountering a visit from law enforcement can be quite the surprise, but for Elva Navarro, a knock on her door was an answered prayer, as McAllen police officers delivered a Thanksgiving meal.
It's a big difference, right? Especially in these times when you're going through financial hardship, right? And you don't expect, you're thinking, well, what am I going to do this year for Thanksgiving? You know, I'm not financially stable at the moment. And then knocking on my door and receiving something, that means a lot.
Alva was one of 150 McAllen families to receive a meal from the McAllen Police Department and Crime Stoppers.
Del parte de la ciudad de McAllen queremos entregar esta comida.
Their efforts went viral as officers pulled Operation Turkey or Ticket. The McAllen Fire Department also does their part to make Thanksgiving special for its most vulnerable citizens, cooking and delivering meals directly to the homeless each year. These gracious efforts are definitely high points for the McAllen police officers and firefighters who put their lives on the line daily. Dr. Robert Gonzalez and his family were recently involved in a car accident. Despite being in shock, he rushed to help his wife and 2 daughters, but his fears were immediately calmed when McAllen police officers, firefighters, and EMTs rushed to the scene.
They were trained right. They know what they're doing.
He should know. Dr. Gonzalez trains EMTs, but after seeing them put their training into action on his own family, Dr. Gonzalez has an even greater appreciation for those who run toward danger.
These guys, they're true heroes. And I mean, every time I see one of them, it's like they're wearing that cape and it's just flapping in the back.
Everybody, I want you to be a good delegate and remind everyone that we're safe and sound in McAllen. We'll see you next year. Thank you. One last applause for our police and fire department.